Break out the crazy live number 14. Oops. Break out the crazy live number 14. What a crazy.
Is this working?
What a crazy night. What a crazy night. Hola todos. Hola, saludos.
Did we make it?
I don't know if it's working, but I'm gonna. Number 14. Ay, ay, ay.
You guys?
Qué locura.
I thought last week
Señores,
was bad.
estamos en vivo ahora mismo por YouTube. El link está en mi bio.
Okay.
Solamente le estoy dejando saber.
Bye, Instagram. Let's go. Let's focus on one platform at a time.
Wow,
we have
qué
such
locura.
a fun show. I don't even want to wait to start it. So, hello, everybody. Hey, Christy. Christy's heard me like manic.
Hey, Chriselle, what up? Sandra, hola.
20 minutes ago.
Saludo, saludo.
We have such a special guest today, and I think that's probably what made us so nervous and mess up everything. It's like ironic. Like the more important it is, the more chances you have of messing it up.
Of course.
And Chris is going to join us talking for the live stream because you can only do one platform at once, right?
I know. Okay, guys, bye.
So,
solamente dejándoles saber que estamos en YouTube conectados, okay?
We want to just, it's working. That's really good to hear. And we'll wait actually for people to come in the stream, but we didn't get to go on Instagram for as long as we wanted to this time and invite people over. So that's what he's doing now. In the meantime, for those who do not know, we have a really, really, really amazing special guest today. And first of all, he's one of my favorite artists, hands down, famous or indie. Literally everyone I've shown his music to and him to has been like, why isn't he everywhere? Like, why isn't he like Beyonce as a male Beyonce?
He's a male Beyonce.
But
wow.
Seriously, every person is just like, oh, how come he's not like the most famous person in the world? And I'm like, well, that's how life is. It doesn't matter how talented you are sometimes.
Así es.
You're in the shadows until you're not. And we will do everything we can to make sure that he's not in the shadows anymore.
That's right.
And I know he won't be because he doesn't stop.
That's right. He's a hard work, one of the hardest working artists that I've ever known. Young, ambitious, and incredibly talented. And it's a huge honor to have with us today here, Jhoni The Voice. Before we bring him on, I just want to kind of talk to you guys about him. Jhoni is born in the Dominican Republic. He is a singer and producer, and you can add to that songwriter.
Incredible songwriter.
You can add to that sound engineer as well, because he manages his audio very well himself. He was born in DR. He came to New York, and when he was 10 years old, and he's been here in the States ever since, creating a name for himself. He's been studying techniques from the greats like Timbaland, Looney Tunes, Scott Storch, among others. Dr. Dre are big inspirations for him in terms of crafting his sound as a producer. In 2014, he released a single called "Down for Me," which is one of my favorite Jhoni songs. And he made an impact. Kind of came out of nowhere for some people that weren't following him. I knew him from another project he had before that, called LD and Jhoni, which was Jhoni and another super talented guy called LD, another Dominican, who they had a thing going. They were making tropical music, and it was amazing. And so I knew him from before that. But yes, when he came out as a solo artist, it was just, the rest is history, because he'll
tell us more about that. But
yeah, he's there right now. So without
waiting to tell you about himself.
Yes, without much more ado, ladies and gentlemen, I give you Jhoni The Voice.
So guys, I just want to say one thing. If you're writing in the chat, we see what you're writing. We can't answer you just yet. So if you have any questions, throw them at us. We'll read them and give them to Jhoni. But now we're going to present him in 2 seconds on the screen.
Well, I'm not going to be able to have Jhoni and do the chat at the same time.
That's why I said we're just going to read it. So we're good.
Yo.
Jhoni, let's get him on the screen.
Let me see. Boom! Véanlo ahí.
There he is.
Los
Can you
tigres, la
see?
gente bacana.
Hey.
My God.
Johnny, so you know, this is a Spanglish stream, bro. So if you feel like saying something in English, go, hey, you want to say something in Español? Rompe.
Right, we
I'm
try
gonna let
to.
it flow, bro. You know how it is.
Right. And
So los tigres, whatever comes out, man. Sorry if you guys don't understand, and maybe you'll learn some Spanish or English.
True.
so and we can always translate. What we do often is we speak in English and then we translate.
Exacto. Bro,
Claro.
how you doing? How
I
you
feel
feeling?
amazing, bro. You know, man, I'm good.
Thanks
Good
so
to
much.
see you guys. Good to be here with you guys. And again, man, I want to say thank you for having me. And I love what you guys are doing with this whole, the live streams and the live performances on the streams, man. I love it.
Thank you, man.
Thank you. And we love you. And you're coming to us from North Carolina, correct?
Yeah, right now I'm live from NC. I moved here about maybe a year and a half ago, and I'm out here in the sticks, man, just making music and enjoying it. You know
That's
how it is.
freaking awesome. Okay, so I wanted to start actually kind of getting an idea. I know since I've known you, you lived in New York when I met you, then you were in Miami, and now then you went back to New York, and then now you're in NC. So I just want to know where give a brief idea of like where you were born and raised, and what brought you to where you're at now.
Well, I was born in Dominican Republic. I am originally from Santiago de los Caballeros, which shout outs to my Santiagueros out there. It's a beautiful place, man, and I wouldn't want it any other way. Thank God, the culture is still in my blood, and that, as soon as we came over here to the States when I was younger, it was kind of like a back and forth thing. Like first time I came here, I was like 3, maybe 4 years old. Then we went back when I was like 7, and then we came back when I was like 10. So you know what I mean? It's all been this crazy sancocho just to create, what is my sound, or a lot of my influences come from both worlds, whether it's the R&B pop world and also the Latin baladas, the Marco Antonio, Jose Luis Perales.
Yes.
¿Tú me entiendes? So for me, it's been wild to just, be able to be exposed to so much amazing music and also create such, wild combinations of music.
We could hear it.
I have to say,
in your music.
like you, aside from being such a phenomenal singer, your songwriting is extra impressive, not only because it's it's exquisite, but it's exquisite in Spanish and in English. That's what's crazy.
I hold you guys up there on my scale of artists, man. You guys are definitely my top, so that means a lot.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone write so well in both languages. I just feel, besides you, but you're you guys are like the same. I just want to say, like, it's so funny because I remember you told me, and we'll get to this in a minute, how you got.
Chris be on the keys crazy though. I can't even. Bro.
But as far as like songwriting and singing, but I'll get to that in a second because I asked Chris before we got on this thing. I asked him a whole history of you guys, so I'll let you guys answer that.
Well, yeah, I wanted to say, well, first of all, Johnny, quiero mandar un saludito a toda la gente que nos están viendo de Latinoamérica. Tenemos gente de Argentina, gente de México, tenemos gente de España que siempre nos siguen. Queremos mandarle un saludito muy especial a todas ellas.
Claro.
Y porque la realidad es que la música de Johnny es mayormente en español. Johnny, como solista, salió haciendo música urbana, reggaetón, hip hop, R&B, en español, con fusión en inglés, ¿verdad? Pero latino, música latina, ¿no?
Claro.
Entonces, yeah, por eso quería dejarle saber a todo el mundo, para los que no te conocían. But anyway, bro, I gotta tell you, man, at the time that I met you, there was this new awakening in Latin music starting to happen, but we weren't where we are now. Like,
no, not at all.
You know how like now everything is urban Latin music. There's no other Latin music. You can't even dare to want to bring up some other Latin music because it's just the urban stuff. right?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, urban has worked its way up to just popular music. You know,
It's
urban Latin is popular music.
is
It
it
is
and it's
pop.
Latin music, and there's no when you think of
Yep.
Latin, you think of reggaeton because that's what's
Yeah.
the worldwide sound. But when I met you, that wasn't the case. It was still like the beginning of that stuff,
Yeah, it was very
you
early
know.
on. Very early on.
And I remember, I met you. I was just going around as a producer and as a writer, and we met at, if I'm not mistaken, at ANX's
Yep.
studio.
That's in New
ANX.
York for anyone who doesn't know.
Para la gente que no saben, ANX son los productores que trabajaron con Don Omar por mucho tiempo. No sé si siguen trabajando con él y con muchísimos
Sí,
artistas
trabajan
grandes.
con Gloria Trevi, un par de artistas
Sí,
duros.
muchísima gente
De hecho,
durísima. Son dominicanos,
sí,
son hermanos de
dominicanos
nosotros.
de allá.
Claro, y por ello fue que nosotros nos conocimos. Y tú estabas trabajando mucho con ellos. You were doing a lot of like writing and producing and all kinds of stuff with them at the time.
Back and forth, yeah.
Yeah. And what I remember is that Latin music, what you were doing felt to me like such a refreshing thing because again, it wasn't Bad Bunny and J Balvin. Well, Bad Bunny
They
was
weren't-
nowhere,
yeah, they weren't
nowhere
even-
at that
Yeah,
time.
They weren't
yeah,
born
yeah.
yet.
Balvin was out, and Balvin was fresh, and I think Balvin was probably one of those first guys that started kind of changing the sound, and a lot of these Colombian guys started kind of refreshing reggaeton. I would say, I would dare to say, but I always had the feeling what I'm getting at is like there was like a corniness in Latin music. There was something that was missing the authentic American or rather international pop sound. Something
Absolutely,
about
I
it
agree.
at the time was still very much very regional, very much just for Latin America, And
Absolutely.
and something that people would hire me to bring, and I'm modesty aside, people would be like, Chris, come through so that you could bring some of your New York flavor, some of your
Straight up.
cross,
Like,
Well,
yo,
I mean-
sprinkle some of that New York.
whatever. Yeah,
That's
like-
actually what I was going to ask Johnny, like, as far as when did that start? Like, did that start with LD or after that?
Yeah. Ooh, that's actually a really good question. Interestingly enough, it did start, with LD. It started like the moment we started creating music because we were always searching for that. You know what I mean? It took us a while to get there. And for example, me and LD, we had a lot of amazing music. We made a lot of great music, but it was more tropical still. It was still tropical fusion. It still had a lot of the urban elements. In fact, when we created those records, we had those records originally made in like R&Bs and like hip hops and just straight up like urban records.
Wow.
And then Angel Fernandez, big shout out to him. He's
Angel
it's been a
Fernandez.
huge mentor, for both LD and myself. And at the time, we were introduced to Angel, and Angel just he literally just created this monster that we never thought was possible, and he
Before you-
he just
Before you go
he
any further,
masterminded a lot of the, he took a lot of those urban records and made them tropical. You know what I'm saying?
that's amazing. Before you go any further, could you just tell people who Angel Fernandez is? Because people might not know.
Bueno, mi gente, Ángel Fernandez is another Santiaguero. Just I say it proud, but él es el director musical. He's Mark Anthony's musical director. He's worked with a number of legends, and he's just that man. You see him on stage anytime with Mark, obviously, because he's his musical director. But aside from that, the dude is, in my opinion, one of the smartest and most intellectual producers that I know. He's very, very intricate, very detailed, and that's a lot of that's why even when I approach my own stuff, I have to thank him for instilling some of those techniques in me of just like critical listening. That's really where it's just like I praise him for that and I thank him for that. So
he's
Angel
a
Fernandez, big figure, phenomenal person, phenomenal human being, should be more recognized in my opinion, because a lot of people don't really know, who Angel Fernandez is. But for those who do know him, they understand he is an amazing person. That's why I'm proud to say that we've worked together.
Awesome. He's a true professional. He played in La Gran Manzana, my father's band.
Yeah, you told.
Yeah, and that's like that's the crazy
That
thing.
is
He mentioned that
insanity.
time when I brought you up. He's like, "No, pero yo toqué con gente." I was like, "Oh wow,
No, it's crazy. It's crazy. He's a great man.
Ese tipo, Ángel ha tocado con todo el mundo, bro.
Yeah.
Like, Colón, you know what I'm saying? Like, dudes play with everybody. He was 19 years old holding a trumpet, you know, New York, cuando la salsa estaba en esos tiempos de Fania, que eso era un juidero, ¿entiendes? So gente que vienen de ahí, and it's just beautiful to have that generation still be part of this one, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of younger cats don't you know, give that credit. I do. You
Well,
know
they don't know how to
always do.
use the old and fuse it with the new and see why that's an advantage. They sort of like, oh, anybody old is going to be old school. So, but
Yeah, like, oh, that's a dinosaur.
right.
Yeah,
But that actually leads me to ask the next question, and maybe it's to both of you. So, Chris mentioned that he met you through ANX, and I wanted to know, like, he mentioned that like they used to always tell him about you, and they were like, well, he reminds me of us of you, and you were like, who is this guy? That's what Chris said. So what was the first interaction with you guys musically, because you guys met several years before I met you?
I
so
think the first time that we actually, you were working on a record with I think I covered you were doing some keys or something.
Probably.
I think it was, and then after that, I think it was when I was doing the unplug. I was like, yo, Chris, like musically, like when we actually fused our talents was when we did, I think,
it's true,
that unplugged, and that was like, dude,
yeah,
legendary for me,
which
man. Like, I mean, it was simple, you know, very straightforward, but it's just, believe it or not, that's one of my top unplugs was the La Invitación unplugged, bro.
awesome, dude.
What
Like,
year
in
was
fact,
that?
bro,
Do you
my
remember?
kids, that's their favorite song, period.
That's crazy,
that of
dude.
mine, they yo, put the red song.
The red song, yeah, because the artwork is red.
Yeah, because of the booth. Yeah, they call
Yeah.
it the red song. So, man, I think that's one of the like initial, like, you know, like icebreakers that we have musically.
Yeah, it's true.
But aside from that, you know, Edway, you know, I can't even begin to tell you what that is, how much that record means to me, and just the whole, you know, the whole everybody involved, you know, like
Totally.
that record, I would say, is definitely my number one record from my whole entire discography and everything. Is one of my favorite records.
Holy cow!
You know what I mean?
Holy
So,
cow! Well, a
I
lot
don't
of
even know how to tell you, man.
dude, man, it's so you're moving me. You know, Alcover is a big reason for that as well. You know, he
Absolutely,
yeah, he
yes.
brought us together in that for that. I remember him and Ecstasy were like, yo, we got to get you on this song to do something here because we have an idea. We want it to be keys, and they brought me in. But you know, that unplugged, that's another thing that I think you've always done original things with your career. Like you were functioning in a world full of just raperos, reggaetoneros, and a lot of beats. And so you guys were like, yo, let's do an unplugged. Let's just get in the booth with a piano and sing these songs. And it was like
And just,
perfect. You're if anything, it made the songs shine, because when a song is good, you don't need anything else other than piano and your voice to carry it.
that's it, man. That's all you need.
True.
That's all you need sometimes. And like, I love what happened like after, because there wasn't a lot of that going on. Like you said, it was a bunch of just digital, everything. So that's why I was like, yo, you know, there's an open space there. And like after that, bro, and I'm not trying to like toot my own horn, bro, or anything, but it's just like after I started dropping the unplugs, I started seeing so much more of that happening that I was like, I mean, it excited me, you know. I'm like, oh wow, so we're coming back. And like you start seeing more and more people doing the unplugged, you know. Obviously MTV always did it. They did it back in the day. They still do it.
Right.
But that's really where I, you know, I got my concept of that from. It's just like, hey, just some of my favorite records like that I saw on TV were the unplugged versions of them. So I figured, yo, may as well just do the same thing, like, you know. It's just playing music,
classic,
raw as you can.
Yeah, those unplugged records are classic records.
What was the first song that you guys wrote together? Like wrote together, like work together in that way, in the
you know,
writing way.
Writing, I don't know that we've written a lot together. We did a couple of records.
We have
A Tu Vida, if I'm not mistaken, is the first one, no?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it is.
Me too, bro. I remember when you sent me that idea que se llamaba, yo creo que era África, que tú le tenías de nombre. I think it was because you had tú le estabas haciendo, bro, and it's wild because like it's Afrobeat, like, and it has a lot of like that essence, you know what I'm saying? It has what people are doing now is you know, that's a couple years ago.
Yeah,
you was already on that wave. Cuando yo escuché esa vaina, yo dije,
Johnny,
and you came down to the crib and we was in the apartment in Miami,
bro.
vibing,
Such great memories, man.
That was an
super
amazing
Look, yo me acuerdo
time.
que even the vocal that's in the back at the back tail of the song, it
And-
was you were like a mile away from the mic and you were just going off. I was like, yes, I was like on the Pro Tools. I'm like, yo, he has no idea, but I'm keeping this shit out.
Super weird recording, just vibing, and it just stayed because the vibe was so open that I don't think anything
so raw, man.
yeah, you could have kept everything.
Guys, I just sorry. If
yeah.
anybody has any questions again for Jhoni, put them in the comments. Hopefully Chris is keeping up with
Sí.
them. But if you have any questions, please feel free in Spanish, English.
Se lo voy a decir en español porque
Yeah, sí.
Kate acaba de decir, si ustedes tienen alguna pregunta para Jhoni, por favor, pónganla en los comentarios. Ellos están diciendo que estamos hablando mucho inglés y que no entienden mucho.
No, pero vamos a switcharlo.
Sí, pues yo quería decirte algo.
Que resuelva.
We got both, so we.
Yeah, Jhoni habla español también, no importa. Y
Sí,
Katia...
no, señores, si quieren preguntarme lo que sea, estamos aquí abiertos como un libro, ya saben, pueden preguntarme lo que quieran.
Oye, volviendo al tema, Katia, yo quería decir algo muy importante. Jhoni, la verdad es que hay que decirla, viejo. Tú eres uno de esos artistas underground que los artistas grandes del mundo latino te oyen. ¿Ok? Hay que decir la verdad.
En realidad, yo creo que yo tengo más fanáticos que son artistas que fanáticos.
Yo sé, viejo. Y eso yo me concentrará. Yo.
Y es verdad lo que tú dices.
I know
realidad,
it.
sí,
I know it.
Me he fijado en eso, que muchas veces, aunque no breguen con uno por vaina, por X razones, pero siempre están, viendo qué es lo que es, escuchando qué es lo que uno está haciendo, ¿me entiendes?
Sí, sí.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And
So anybody,
I guess I'm still underground. I guess because I've wanted to remain that way. I don't know if it's weird. No sé si lo estoy diciendo correctamente, pero yo creo que me he mantenido ahí. No sé, mano, es por no perder esa independencia, ¿me entiendes?
Es importante.
Yo tengo oportunidades de filmar, de hacer contratos grandes y vaina. No he querido venderme así, ¿me entiendes?
well, I think that what people don't understand.
Con una situación bacana, heavy,
Yeah.
uno se mueve, pero
I think
no puedo sacrificar todo eso de que simple y llanamente porque aquella persona me quieren robar todo.
And I think what people that don't make music, what they don't understand is when you do get signed, and if you do get a big deal, a lot of your artistic decisions become not in your hands. And I think that that's why people wait for the perfect situation, which is really rare to come by. So
Right.
if anybody doesn't
it's really
do
rare.
music,
It absolutely is. But I feel like nowadays we have the freedom to actually build our own platform for ourselves, in the way that like you can definitely tap into your fan base. You can definitely make a living off of 1,000 fans only if you only have 1,000 fans. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just it. It's like that whole concept that Ryan Leslie was preaching years ago. That you can definitely even if you have 300 people, those 300 people are devout and they really mess with your music y son gente tuya que escuchan tu música todos los días. Ellos estarían dispuestos a gastar una cierta cantidad de dinero en tu música o en tu mercancía para ayudarte, ¿me entiendes?
Claro.
Y yo siento que esa libertad que tenemos nosotros independientemente es algo que nos ayuda a llegar a ese contrato, ¿me entiendes?
Exacto.
A llegar a ese contrato que tú puedes decir, no, yo quiero esto. No es de que para uno dársela ni nada, sino que te doy un ejemplo, Russ, que es un artista súper, ultra, mega independiente. Mucha gente ni sabe quién es Russ, en verdad, pero te digo que el muchacho te llena un estadio y te lo llena par de
revienta.
Y lo hizo solito, ¿me entiendes? Básicamente, lo hizo sin diquera hasta que llegó un punto where pum, okay, yo quiero esto. Vamos a bregar. So I feel like that approach is kind of what I'm going for.
Dude.
I know ahora mismo como estoy ahora, yo duré un tiempo que estaba como medio, en una incertidumbre media rara, pero ahora yo como, después que tuve a mi hija y un par de vainas que le han pasado a uno bacana.
Felicidades.
Yeah, bro, ya it's not even the same anymore. Ya lo que yo hago no es ni para mí.
well, that's great. That segues so beautifully.
Tu vida por la gente que tú amas, eso yo creo que esa es la mayor bendición de la vida. So I feel like that's where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Like,
totally, bro.
That was my next question anyway.
that's really where I'm at right now, man. It took me a while to get here, pero mentalmente, espiritualmente, estoy en un sitio puedo decir que estoy en una posición un poquito más balanceada. Me falta un par de cosas más, pero estamos de camino, you know?
Eso está muy bien. Dice Pia de Argentina, dice, sos grosso, Johnny. Sos grosso, which means that
Hey, gracias, gracias
you're the
Pia.
man. You're a
Bendiciones a ti,
G.
Pia.
He
Gracias
really is.
por
We
sintonizarte
agree.
aquí con la gente.
Yeah, bro. Katia, before you ask what you want to ask, I just want to say one quick thing.
Of course.
Pegado con lo que yo te dije ahorita, Johnny, de que tú eres uno de esos artistas underground, pero que todo el mundo te está escuchando a ti, especialmente los artistas grandes, A&Rs grandes, disqueras, te escuchan a ti. Y tú eres uno de esos termómetros de dónde está la música. Ellos siempre te van a poner oído a ti. Yo me di cuenta de eso cuando tú sacaste un tema con Fuego que se llama Alto, que es un trap. Y es uno de los primeros trap en español, buenísimo, que comenzaron a sonar mucho en la calle, que la gente lo estaban poniendo. Y de repente
Sí, no,
me di cuenta que los artistas grandes, algunos le dieron o lo pusieron en su página y en su cosa. Y al rato después vi yo que comenzaron a hacer canciones con Fuego, comenzaron a hacer trap y cosas así. Y yo me he dado cuenta de eso, que a ti siempre te oyen, pero yo como que antes, te voy a ser honesto, yo me sentí un poco envidioso y celoso. No celoso, sino como por ti, ¿sabes? Como de que, coño, ojalá que...
claro, te entiendo.
Yo quiero que ellos me lo pongan a Johnny ahí todos los días y que me le consigan un contrato y que me lo pongan donde tiene que estar, porque Johnny es de lo bueno. Pero no sucedió en la más forma que yo quería que sucediera en ese momento, pero me alegra muchísimo verte ahora, que tú te has mantenido íntegro y que a la misma vez ahora tú estás haciendo contacto chulísimo. Te he visto trabajando con Nicky Jam, te vi trabajando, te vi ahora que acaba de escribir una canción en la producción de La Ghetto, nueva, que acaba de
Sí,
salir hace unos
sí,
días.
no, los chulitos. Shout outs para De La Ghetto ahí, que acaba de sacar ese álbum. Y no, la gente sigue dándole sus streams. Yo hice la canción número 6 en los dos álbumes. En el de La Ghetto hice la número 6, en el de Nicky la número 6. No
Oh,
sé por
cool.
qué la pusieron número 6, la dos, pero
Yo.
coincidentemente lo hicieron así.
Es un número especial, el número 6, papá.
Yo dije,
So,
coño, ¿qué fue? Sí, no me sé. Pues ya, novia nueva for Nicky Jam. Y cuando será fue De La Ghetto. Seguimos el rumbo con Dios por delante. Antes de que termine este año, vamos a cerrar el año fuerte con un par de composiciones y producciones maduras, con par de artistas por ahí. I don't want to even give it away like that, pero
No.
estamos trabajando, ¿me entiendes? We working, man.
En silencio, está bien,
you know
es mejor así, para que se dé.
Claro, para que se dé, pero definitivamente, hermano, it took me, ¿cómo te digo? It took me a while, bro, to just be like, you know what, like, yo tengo que estar íntegro, tengo que mantenerme ahí, o sea, out of sight, out of mind, it's real, you know, so, sabiendo eso, yo dije, no, espérate, aunque yo esté en North Carolina, no me importa, yo como quiera, mando esto para acá, güey, ¿quién está trabajando? Vamos a trabajar,
Make
you know,
moves.
so, yo siempre estoy activo, y it's like you said, like, there's A&Rs constantly looking, searching, you know what I mean, they always hitting up, like, yo, we need a record for this guy, but you know, deep down inside, you know, ultimately my goal is to be the artist. You know, that's
you are.
That's just, you know, I'm gonna be straight up.
You are that.
That's what I've always wanted to be. You know, I've never wanted to be anything else, bro. Like for real, like genuinely. Since I was a child, like 3 or 4 years old, I wanted to be an artist. You know, I wanted to not just a singer, but an artist.
Right.
Right.
And I was going to
Somebody
say, I'm glad you made
see
that
walking down the street and you
distinction.
know, like, goddamn, this guy actually represents craft. He represents art. You know.
Totally.
So that's really what you know what I've always wanted. So you're right, man. In a way, yeah, it was frustrating for a while, and it messes with your head because you're like, you know, me la dan pero no me la dan.
Right.
¿Tú me entiendes? Como que me reconocen pero no me la quieren dar. And like, you know, I've thought plenty of times too, and like, you know, a couple people have told me, they're like, man, a lot of times it's just either they see you as a threat or something. It's just there's something there, and I understand that. And like, I'm not, you know, nothing against them. Like, I totally understand them. Like, I get it, but I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't react that way just because if there's somebody more talented than me in the room, dude, I'm gonna let them know, like, dude, God bless you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Of
It
course.
doesn't come from them. It comes from above. So
Yeah, I mean
it's
that's how I
you
feel
just
when
gotta
I'm
recognize what it is.
when I met you. That's the exact feeling I felt. Like people were like, "Yo, man, this guy, man, he's like another you," and I was like, "No, that's weird that you're trying to kind of compare us. I don't care
It's not that.
about you or me. I just feel like I want to hear him." And when I heard you, I fell in love. You know, no homo. I totally did. I was like,
bro,
"Yo,
my
this
brother.
guy,"
Yeah,
you know. I was like, "This guy's amazing.
Well,
I
I
want to be
think-
his friend. I want to know
I
him."
think
I wanna-
what people see and recognize in both of you is because I obviously did the same. I was like, oh, you're similar creators. It's not just that you're similar or people are comparing you. Is that music and music flows from you both in a similar way. It's so clear that you are not just singers, and it's so clear that you're not just songwriters. And that combination is something I'm always talking about. And it was ever so clear because you write so well, but you also sing other people's songs so well. And I am really picky about that. I've heard people sing the songs that I've written, and I'm like, okay, that's not it. That's not it. When you took the song
that feeling, it's such a weird feeling.
It's
like,
such
you
a
don't
weird
wanna
feeling.
Sound like an ass, man. But like,
right, but you're like, oh, that's not it.
Tú escribes algo y tú lo grabas de una cierta forma, and then cuando tú lo escuchas para atrás.
Yeah, especially if you're a singer. Especially if you're a singer.
And you regret
too,
it, and you're like, okay, so you sang it, and that's not it. So can I take it back? And then you can't. So we lost you visually, but can you still hear us? Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I was getting a phone call.
Oh,
here,
no
man.
worries.
No
worries. So that brings us to the song. So we had a little bit of a weird start as the three of us collaborating. I think we had written a song, and we sent it to you. I can't remember what it's called now.
It's called "Why Did It Have to Be You?"
Why did it have to be you?
And short, why you?
Why you? And I'm not going to get into it because everyone's heartbroken about it. We're all heartbroken about it. Let's just say that Jhoni sang it not only perfectly, but it was almost like it was written for him. And then things got complicated, and we just couldn't do that route.
No, let's say what happened, because this is our man, this is our stream, man. We could say whatever we want here. We're free people, and we got to be honest. And you know, we grow. You know, the years go, and then you grow and you learn.
Let's say it then.
There was a moment in my career where I was signed to a publishing company, and I thought that I had to do whatever they told me, you know? So at a certain moment, they connected me with a certain artist, and we had this song. They were looking for something, and it was right when that turn was happening in Latin music, right when all this urban stuff was really just like you couldn't run from it. Trap was everywhere. Song Why You is an awesome record because it's a trap infused pop R&B record in Spanglish. Yes. And it's seamless.
Okay, so what happened?
So Jhoni demoed it. We demoed it first. We showed it to Jhoni and Alcover and Ecstasy. They just
murdered it. Okay.
Died when they heard it. We're like, this record is amazing.
Of course, because Jhoni murders everything.
Jhoni murders it, right? Murders it, sends it to us. They're like, yo, this song is the one. We're going to go all out with this song. It's going to begin. I was like, all right, great. It's yours. Kat heard it. Kat was like, yo, Jhoni is amazing. Oh my God. Like, could this be real? And I was like, yes, it's real. He's real. He's incredible.
A songwriter is literally a dream come true for a songwriter.
You know,
to find someone.
You know, but then again, I was signed to this pub deal in that situation. My relationship with Jhoni and Alcover and Ecstasy was, I'm gonna be 100% real. We're homies. We're making music together, and we're not paying each other for anything. We're saying, yo, you jump on this, I'll give you a little cut of my publishing. You jump on this, I'll jump on something for you. You know how we do it. We help each other out like that. Meanwhile, these people were like, listen, Chris, we have an artist here that's signed to such and such label, and he's gonna pay you for your production, and you're gonna get your writer's credit, and this is what it's gonna be.
Okay, so fast forward.
I made the decision, and some people might call me disloyal for doing so, but I gave it to the artist because I thought with my business, money, survival, feed my kid, whatever it was I was thinking at the time, I said yes to the deal, you know?
I feel like they bullied you a little bit.
Mind you, I don't want to sound like I'm disparaging the published. I don't want to sound like I'm disparaging the publishing company or the artist. You know, the artist is an awesome guy. He's a good friend of mine, Cristian Pagan de Puerto Rico. Mi hermanito, lo quiero. Y él sabe también. You know, yeah, él le mete también. Very nice guy, amazing guy. And he tried to do his best. He's not like you and me. He wasn't born here in the States. Okay, he was born in PR. He was a rock singer before. It's the truth. I met him while I was on tour with Alejandro. He was singing rock songs, you know, and he's a nice guy, pop rock. And this song is swaggerific. I mean, it's why you, Kat?
It's a great song, and I
but
feel like only
style,
two people.
Still one of my favorite records.
Only two people
like Demoed or whatever. It's still one of my favorites.
Can sing
cool
that song, and you're looking at.
What it have to be.
Yeah, and I still like. I mean, mind you, okay, and I'm sorry if anybody sees this and gets offended, but I didn't want anyone else to sing it. I was like, we have somebody, it's set. But obviously there's a business that I wasn't, really a part of so much. So, but I don't even want to say how I reacted, but I wasn't happy. And I know you weren't happy. And in the end, Chris wasn't happy either. So nobody was really happy. Yeah, but I was still convinced that we could still put it out with you. And maybe we can one day. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, songs are...
But for others... There's can't get enough because
that's right.
I don't even listen, bro. When you guys, man, when I heard that record, bro, that's what I was like, oh, like it actually made me forget about why did it have to be used.
Yeah, and that was, I think, a good. I think that was the grace, because I feel like after that happened, I remember that whole debacle, and we were like, we'll custom make a song.
Right, and then we came up with
Una Noche Más.
Una Noche Más, which is a really fun record. I love that record.
Una Noche Más.
Super cool.
We
I love that song
too. Freaking music together, dude. I can't, man. Some of my favorites, dude. And I'm critical when it comes to my own, like, enjoying my own music, because, like, you know how it is. You're an artist, you're your biggest critic, but like those records are like, those are still on my playlist. I'll play them when I'm in the whip driving, and I really don't even listen to music like that, bro. I make it more than I listen to it.
I feel you. I know exactly what you're talking about, because it's a tricky thing when you're the one making the music and your relationship to it.
People kind of assume that like musicians listen to a whole lot of music, but we don't, bro.
I don't.
Just make it.
Make more than we actually listen to.
And I would rather make it. I think that's
for sure.
That's crazy.
So we were so honored that you would, continue to sing our creations and bring them to life.
It's a blessing when it's kind of effortless with you guys, because it makes sense, like your range, my range are like right there.
It's so true. I think
otra vuelta más vaina, obvio, because you've been around for longer, but it's there, bro. It's it just makes sense, bro. I can't even put it in.
That's why they call you Jhoni The Voice.
I feel like whatever songs you write that you guys showed me, it's like it was like made tailored, So thank you, man. Thank you guys for real,
bro. It's a blessing, man.
Well, I think that's a perfect moment then to share our little surprise.
Yes, before we show, this song, right? He mentioned "Can't Get Enough," and "Can't Get Enough" is there's been 2 times in our life where we've heard Ebro on Beats One Radio talk about a song that we've written. And the one time was our song Hold On. And the second time was with the song Can't Get Enough. And we have to thank Marissa for that.
Yes,
Marissa at Apple Music.
Yes, thank you. And Jerry Puyes.
And Jerry Puyes, who's one of the day ones, people that have always shown support, even when it's something that has nothing to do with the Latin market. He's been like, you know what? You guys are so good, man. I'm going to pass this on. And it means the world.
Yeah, those little details, man, like I'll never forget those things. That's why, shout outs to Marissa and Jerry at Apple Music. You guys are super the shit, man. Thank you for supporting us, showing that love, and for, getting us on that Ebro. Absolutely, man. That was I think it's my first time that I ever did it. So
magical.
Thank you guys too for, we're over here milestone after milestone, boy.
Dude,
Can't
no.
wait to see what's next. You know,
Absolutely, man. With God on our side, we're gonna go to the top. But you know what? It's when you connect, when you make the right connection, things start opening up, and God starts opening doors, and that's how it's been with us, man. I'm telling you, man. It's like when I sent you Farolito. I woke up one day, I had a couple of beers, I did this Farolito thing, I sent it to you, and you're just like,
it just worked, bro.
Let's go. And before you know it, this thing
chemistry.
is just like,
and you don't find it all the time, but when you do find it, you got to keep that connection.
Oh, yo, and then like just getting it like approved by the OG was, you know, like
that was another thing.
We were like,
remember?
We're like, oh my God, like, is he gonna fuck with it? Is he gonna take it down? Is he gonna be like, yo, what is this from? Oh, what is this? But no, but the man himself was like, no.
Vamos a hacerle el cuento a la gente latina que están oyendo. Señores, pues nosotros estábamos hablando ahora mismo de algo muy especial que pasó con una canción que se llama Farolito, que es un tema de Juan Luis Guerra originalmente, lo que conocen los dominicanos que saben. Y a mí se me antojó un día, me levanté a hacerle una versión trap a eso. Y lo hice y se lo mandé a Jhoni. Y Jhoni, que loco como yo, dijo, vamos a hacerlo. Y lo grabó. Y por casualidad, cuando se terminó, yo dije, vamos a mandárselo
al maestro.
Sí, por vía de Amarili, su manager, que yo la conozco por medio de Alejandro y eso. Y somos amigos ahora. Entonces yo le escribí a Amarili, oye esto, a ver qué tú crees. Y ella dijo, oye, a Juan Luis le encantó. A él le gustó muchísimo, lo vamos a poner en la página. En la página de 440.
Tú me enviaste ese mensaje. Yo esa vaina dije, habló el hombre.
Ya, no, eso es lo más grande que uno puede esperar, ¿no? Que esa leyenda viviente, Juan Luis Guerra, oiga la música de uno, loco, y que le guste. Y que le dé la bendición.
Increíble. Por eso también, coño, mano. Tenemos tanta historia, bro. Like, these little things that we, like, these crucial moments, bro, and in both of our careers, man. Like, shit.
Sick.
Thanks, man.
Super sick.
Anytime you guys want me on this show, bro, we're going to get this channel up to 10,000 subscribers within the next 2 months, bro.
Oh my God. Thank you, bro.
From your mouth.
We're going to get you guys up, man. I can't wait to see you guys killing it. We're going to see all types of sponsored links over here. I see it already, bro.
Snap. Right here. It's going to be something like
we got Johnny's blessing. That's all we need.
Nah, man, you guys deserve the world. I feel the same way you guys feel about me, man. I hear it all the time. Oh, you should be blown up. You should be the top. And I feel the same way about you guys, bro. You guys are the Pimpinela of our time.
She don't know nothing about no Pimpinela, bro. She got the schooler, bro. Tell her. Well, Jhoni, how about we show the folks
Wait, and before we do that, I'm so sorry because I really wanted to make sure that I remembered this moment right before we talk about the song and then show our little surprise. So, Chris, you were in Miami, if I'm not mistaken, with Mayambito, who we haven't been able to mention on here yet. Big shout out to Mayan Beats.
Yes.
And they were there, and I was in New York, and they sent me this track, and they were like, "Oh my God, we're having fun here. We made this track. See if you can come up with anything." And then I put this song. I wrote this song. So that's where Can't Get Enough started.
Yeah. You know that Mayambito's my cousin. I found out that we're actually blood cousins. And I found out recently. Like we've been homies.
No, loco.
and yeah, dude.
It makes sense.
It does. It really does. Sense. He's like one of the most talented. Lo que no saben, Mayambito, Israel Palma, uno de los músicos más talentosos que nosotros conocemos, dominicano también. Nacido aquí en los Estados Unidos. Del mundo de la bachata, del típico, del merengue, ¿sabes? Esa es su vida. Él creció tocando mucha bachata y toca bajo, guitarra, bongo, guira, tambora. Súper talentoso, conga, de todo. Y increíble ingeniero y productor musical. Tremendo. Un saludo para él. Él ayudó a hacer la música que inspiró el tema que vamos a enseñarles a continuación, que es nuestro performance de hoy para nuestro invitado. Estoy tan honrado de tener a Jhoni The Voice.
So do we have
Dime.
to do anything before we
Yo
show
voy a
this?
mutear aquí mi audio para asegurarme que no haya ruido.
Just so everybody,
Jhoni, mutea tu micrófono y vamos a ponerle a la gente Can't Get Enough live.
No,
Break the crazy.
Yeah. JTV. Yeah. Jhoni The Voice. Break out, crazy, yeah. I've been thinking about your body. Hope you're thinking about me. I know you're already with somebody, but maybe you're thinking to break free. I don't care who it's supposed to be. I just wanna stay by your side. I don't care who it's supposed to see. I just wanna stare into your eyes. No mistake, girl, it's destiny that we're here in the same place tonight. Girl, I just wanna stay by your side. I can't get enough of you. Oh, oh. Can't get enough of you. Oh, oh. Can't get enough of everything. Baby, you got me questioning. Can't get enough of you. Oh, oh. I've been waiting, girl, I've been patient, and you know I don't wanna break no hearts. Something about you I can't deny. The way you look, baby, you got it. The way that you move, you know that I want it. Every single day, every single way, I'll be where you are. I don't care who it's supposed to be. I just wanna stay by your side. I don't care who it's supposed to see. I just wanna stare into your eyes. No mistake, girl, it's destiny that we're here in the same place. Girl, I just wanna stay by your side. I just can't get enough of you. Oh, oh. Can't get enough of you. Oh, oh. Can't get enough of everything. Baby, you got me questioning. I can't get enough of you. Oh, oh. Woo! Yeah. Can't get enough of you. I don't care who it's supposed to be. I just wanna stay by your side. I don't care who it's supposed to see. I just wanna stare into your eyes. It's no mistake, girl, it's destiny that we're here in the same place tonight. Girl, I just wanna stay by your side. Can't get enough of you. Can't get enough of you. Can't get enough of everything. Baby, you got me questioning. Can't get enough of you. And I can't get enough of you. Baby, I can't get enough of you. No, I can't get enough of you. Yeah. Only you, only you, only you. Only you, only you. Can't get enough of everything. Baby, you got me questioning. Can't get enough of you. Only you, only you, only you.
Eso.
Es que Johnny
Volvimos.
está-
Oh, Johnny, perdón. Qué lío esta vaina, ¿eh? Ahí está el hombre.
Los tigres, la gente.
Family. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much a todo. Eso es uno de los
Yeah, man, thank you
momentos.
for the love. Thank you, Tatiana. Thank you, Pia. Thank you, Lourdes. Oh, man. Thank you
verdad
so
que sí.
much.
De verdad que sí.
Crystal, I think, as well.
Thank you,
Carolina también, que está
Christy.
activa. Anthony Bachata, tú eres de los míos, gracias.
Yeah, Crystal's actually hitting us. Crystal's hitting us from Australia, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, we not too, how long ago has it been? Like a year ago, we started getting on a site called steamit.com. I don't know if you've heard of it, but
No,
it's
never heard.
it's basically a crypto based social network, bro. And
Oh, yeah?
and basically every post you put on there generates money. And I suggest, I recommend it to you and to any artist because it's really dope.
Dude,
We've-
I'm on it right now.
we've
I
met-
have to get off.
I
we
know,
met a lot
right?
of really cool people there, and basically, you know, it's a nice community. You can't just obviously just open a page and kind of forget about it. You got to give it some love. Always constantly be going there, meeting the people, checking out other people's profiles because it's one of those kind of things. But there's money involved. You know what I mean? And it's decentralized. It's like a crypto, so you don't depend on the big companies and the big brands for you know, it's not censored, you know, it's
peer
free.
peer based.
Peer based.
Free, it's uncensored.
You know what I mean? It's like
yours.
yeah, so we started getting on there a while back, and we've gotten so much love from the people there, and we met Crystal there, man. She was hosting a show there, and we got to talk to her a few times, and she's mad cool.
We haven't been on it as much. You know,
She's-
everything requires enormous amounts of time.
It's
you know
called
this.
it's called Hive now. Is that what it is?
Yes, changed it. It used to be Steam, but now it's Hive, and we're on there, and we've been posting there, and it's amazing. Honestly, that's our blog. If everybody wants to have go to the Break Out the Crazy blog, it doesn't exist anywhere. It exists there because that's where I can make long-winded posts, and people care to read them. You know, like if I make a long-winded
Really?
post on Facebook, most people won't want to read it.
That's the thing too. They don't seem as jaded on there.
Yeah.
They seem to genuinely want to hear artistic content and hear from us, and it's a very much of a different communication when you're on there with the people. It's like
Yeah.
a community. It's like you move into a community, and it's like all of a sudden everybody's actually paying attention to each other.
Yeah, it's really
And
dope.
it's like, whoa, this is
wow.
weird.
Yeah, and another
That's
thing.
sick. I didn't even know. I never knew about this.
Yeah, and
That's
for
amazing.
and for Latin people, it's even doper. You know why? Because Venezuelans, for some reason, are on this. I think I know why. I think they can't use any of the other pages there, or they're not, or something like that. Or they, for a while,
Yeah,
they
they
couldn't.
have restrictions.
They have restrictions. So they're using these things, and they're doing transactions on it and all this kind of stuff. And there's tons of Venezuelans on there, bro. Tons. And I've met a lot of Venezuelan people. Yo, look at these comments that we're getting here. A lot of people are saying really nice things about you. They're saying his falsetto is exquisite. And I know they're talking about you.
Oh wow. Thank you. Thank you.
Dago
Thank you so
Nunez.
much.
Dago
There's a
Nunez.
reason why he says he's called Jhoni The Voice. I mean,
That's
I'm just saying.
right. That's right. It's the truth.
Just saying.
Where did that name come from, bro? How did that? Did you call yourself that? Did somebody else call you that?
It was more like kind of just earned. I just kind of earned it, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it was more like, you know, I was always singing, and instead of like people just being like, "Oh, Johnny the singer," you know, it was kind of like, "Okay, Johnny the voice." You know what I'm saying?
I knew it.
But
I knew it was.
then you
outside.
know it settled in with me. At first, I hated it, you know, because I thought it was corny. Like,
Oh yes.
and I low key still kind of think it is, bro. Like, keep it 100 with you.
Oh my God.
But it's so accurate though.
That's why it's evolved into
But, like,
JTV.
The only reason why I kept it is because like there's a huge part of there's a huge part of like my generation, your generation, of a lot of generations that is not heard, and I feel like I am the voice of my generation. It's like you were saying earlier, like
Yeah.
A&Rs y esta gente siempre van a estar activos. You know, the gauge of where it's at least in these times. That's, you know, Johnny the Voice. You know, that's why that's part of the reason why. And it's just, bro, I just love the vocal. My favorite instrument is the voice.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why, ¿me entiendes? Por eso que yo me apeché al nombre y ahora me entiendes. Yo entiendo por qué me cae, you know.
Yes,
Y es
bro.
por eso, ¿verdad, loco? Yo me lo quería quitar pila veces, pero no, que no te quites eso.
No se puede, no se puede. Tiene que seguir fiel ahí. Además, tú tienes mucha gente que te sigue, que te quiere a ti. We're always seeing online, bro. Cada vez que tú sacas un tema, muchacho, todo el mundo en los carros activos de una vez. Oye, mira. Porque es que It's undeniable. De aquí tú vas a salir con nuevos fans de seguro.
Yes.
Ya tenemos aquí.
Gracias,
Always.
People are saying that your three voices together equals amazing. Great
Yay.
song. Some people said los tres juntos
Nah,
sounded
bro,
like a
I
melody.
think us three. I think our vocals, bro, they just make sense, bro. Like, we gotta make more music.
Well, I'm gonna share the link to your Spotify right now. Señores, voy a poner el Spotify. Perdón, eso no es el link. Coño.
It's okay,
Voy a
he's gonna
poner
do
el
it.
link de Spotify de Jhoni aquí para que ustedes vayan y oigan la música de él. Está buenísima.
Yeah.
Señores, de todo bueno. Reggaetón bueno, trap bueno, pop bueno, reggae bueno, bachatas buenísimas. O sea,
R&B.
R&B, español,
English.
inglés.
Love songs. Everything is 100% incredible.
Yeah, man.
And I do not say that
Yes.
about anyone.
De verdad
But
que sí. Es así.
I don't know. There's nothing else to say but Johnny's the truth.
No,
Like,
we killed it, bro. That's it. Like, pueden votar si quieren ya.
Johnny's the truth.
Hay
No,
que
but
seguir.
man, seriously, this was amazing. I really appreciate you guys just inviting me to do this. I will do another 100 if you guys want me there, but anytime, man. And again, you know, if I ever do this on my channel, I'm gonna bring you guys on my channel too. In fact, I'm planning on doing it.
Okay.
So you guys be ready. We might actually perform one of those other.
We're here, dude. We're
one of those
here.
other ones in the vault.
For sure,
So
for sure.
Johnny,
Yeah, dude. Listen, hit that like, subscribe, denle a like, denle a suscribirse al canal de Breakout the Crazy, BOTC. Esta gente son el final. Yo
Hey.
quiero dejarles saber que son la gente más, la pareja más chula que yo conozco son ustedes. Yo sé que ustedes, y con todo y su peleita y su vaina, I feel like me and Monica, bro, me and Samantha, it's like the same. We're so similar, bro. Because like earlier, you guys were like going off. I'm like, man, I have no idea. So it's like, man, I love you guys so much, bro.
Oye, hay que ser honesto el uno con el otro, tú sabes. Yo creo que esas son las cosas que nos mantienen a nosotros. Ya llevamos ¿cuántos años ya? 8 años
Yeah.
juntos.
Papá, es que ya.
Hay que ser honesto
Después de
y todo.
4 ya.
Sí, eso se pierde ya. Así mismo es. Y el amor solamente crece.
So,
Yeah, man.
Johnny,
But
we
yeah, dude, God bless you guys, and I want to say thank you to everybody, a todo el mundo que se entró aquí, que aunque sean, coño, 20, 23, 40, no importa, puede ser 2, y a esas 2 gente le doy las gracias por escuchar a uno y dedicar su tiempo, y muchísimas gracias, gente, que Dios los bendiga.
Gracias a ti, Johnny.
love you,
Thanks for
Johnny.
being here, man. Big kiss to your family, and hopefully we could do this again. And much luck. Is there any music that they can go, new stuff that you're doing or that you're planning to put out? You want to let them know?
Yeah, I mean, I would love for people to listen to Sueños de Cartón,
Yes.
which is, you know, there's songs that I just put out que son dedicadas a mi fe, y esa es una de ellas, you know, como lo hice con Haremos, porque yo, you know, I'm not afraid to, you know, yo no tengo vergüenza de enseñar eso, so me gustaría que vayan y escuchen Sueños de Cartón. Vengo por ahí con un par de vuelticas nuevas que la voy a soltar ya en 2 o 3 semanas. Estoy preparando eso, vienen videos, vienen visuales, manténganse en sintonía, que viene pila vainadura, mi gente, lo quiero con cojones.
Okay, bro. Pues chévere. Váyanse para allá. Ya lo oyeron de la boca de Johnny. Bro, love you, man. Thank you so much for being on with us again. Estamos hablando.
love you.
Con Dios.
Ciao, ciao.
Nice. And that's me on the screen.
Yay.
This is awesome. Wow. Another successful guest on our show,
Fantastic.
on our live stream, because this isn't our show. This is a live stream.
I would say let's move the camera.
See, no?
You guys, can you handle a little bit of movement? I think you can handle it. So I've, you know, like, if you know Johnny like we do, we were like, we wanted to have him on for the whole thing, but you know what? This means that we're just gonna have to have him back.
That's it.
And
I know there were things you wanted to talk about with him as well.
no, I just realized that, like, you know, you never know how it's gonna go, so you have everything prepared. But like, we love him so much, we would like to have him on like forever. This is horrible, Chris. Maybe hold it a little more.
I never know if lefty loosey, righty tighty. With this, I think it's the opposite. So.
Oh, it's a trickster.
Yeah, es lo contrario. Izquierda no significa suelto. Izquierda
Sorry,
es...
because every time you move it, it's getting so.
Chicos, chicas, lo sentimos mucho, ¿eh? Pero hasta que no podamos averiguar cómo hacer esto bien.
Yay!
Oh.
Maybe you don't have to put it on the box. It doesn't, it's more like.
Ahí está. Ya. Ahí está.
I don't know what I'm doing. Guys, thank you for hanging in
Chicos.
there.
Hey,
It was
we're
so
very
amazing to have
sorry.
Johnny. We already missed Johnny. What's happening? You FaceTiming somebody?
My son's calling me because
Oh
he
my
never
God.
gets on the live stream. Even when I send him the link,
Aw.
he doesn't do
Maybe
it.
text him and tell him we're on the live stream, little one.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Just
you know.
text him. Just text him.
I
Just,
know.
we
I'm just
can't-
trying to let him know.
Can't let.
But
the
don't ignore.
peanut.
Don't worry about me. Talk to the people. Hi guys.
Hi guys. Okay, so I just want to say that I had this really fun game ready to do with Johnny, but you know what? Sometimes less is more, and we gotta go to the next segment. So we had a couple of song requests in the interim of since the last time we saw you guys. So we're gonna have to prepare those for you now because we didn't have this set up. Chris, if you need to go to the other room and have a little chat, we could do that.
Not sure what's going on. Perdone, señores, que mi hijo me está llamando, pero
Aw.
sí. Yo le digo toda la semana, le digo que estamos aquí en vivo y
But
él
we
no.
always
Y
pick
él
up
no.
when little one calls.
I know, pero
So-
él sabe cuando estamos él sabe que estamos en el live stream, pero
Anyway.
como él no lo ve siempre,
So everybody, maybe we could put the chat up there. So
voy a hacerlo ahora.
oh, you're gonna do
cariño.
it? Okay, you guys. So, needless to say, how can you follow up Johnny?
And
Nobody wants to do that.
and the performance that we put together, that if I may say so myself, was pretty cool.
I
¿no?
just want to say, does
le
anybody
pareció
see
eso?
me touching the buttons? And is anyone else impressed with that? Could you see what I was doing? Could you see that I was creating moments? So we did do that live. We did loop it. And then the vocal came from Johnny, just so you know, if anybody's curious to see how that was
Yes. Bueno, ustedes ven que nosotros usamos esta cajita que está aquí. We're going to have to move this if we're ever going to loop again. But nosotros usamos esta cajita que está aquí para hacer nuestros loops en vivo. Y eso fue lo que usamos para esa versión en vivo de Can't Get Enough. Y gozamos muchísimo.
Maybe I could ask you these questions. Aww.
Hola Erickson Mariño. Erickson dice que the best version for music, Hold On, Pancho DJ. See? Not sure what that means. Maybe
Oh.
he's saying that he did a version of Hold On.
Oh, okay.
Pancho, tiene que mandárnosla. Mándanos un link de eso para
He may have
nosotros
done it already.
escucharlo.
And if you did it already, forgive us because it was remixed many times. So send it again. And thank you for remixing it.
Yes. Para los que no saben y quieren hacerlo, pueden ir a la página skiomusic.com y pueden Skio, así se escribe. Music.com. Cocho. Y ahí pueden encontrar las pistas de Hold On, nuestro tema Hold On. I've lost my faith, I've gone astray, second guessing everything you say. Esta canción, están las pistas ahí y pueden descargar y pueden hacer remixes. Y es gratis, completamente gratis. So, yo sé que hay muchos DJs y productores que hicieron eso. Y hemos escuchado muchísimas versiones súper chulas.
So thank you again for everybody is still liking the video. Pia, gracias. So we have another song with Johnny. And I had forgotten about it, by the way. When you reminded me of it, I was like, oh my gosh, that's right. So what was it called again?
Una noche más, one more night.
Yeah, so you can check that one out. I think it's in Spanglish, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, and we definitely would love to do more stuff with him. We have more songs that we've written in Spanish. We try to place those songs most of the time, but now we're thinking about putting them all out. I don't know what that means, but anyway, so guys, we got a song request, and since we don't have that much time to do the game that I wanted, but we do have some time for music. So would you like to do this song?
Let's do some music, okay?
Turn around.
Every now and then I get a little bit lonely and you're never coming round.
Turn around.
Every now and then I get a little bit tired of listening to the sound of my turn around.
Every now and then I get a little bit nervous that the best of all the years have gone by.
Turn around.
Every now and then I get a little bit terrified, and then I see the look in your eyes.
Turn around, bright eyes.
Every now and then I fall apart.
Turn around, bright eyes.
Every now and then I fall apart, and I need you now tonight, and I need you more than ever. And if you only hold me tight, we'll be holding on forever, and we'll only be making it right, 'cause we'll never be wrong. Together we can take it to the end of the line. Your love is like a shadow on me all of the time. I don't know what to do, I'm always in the dark. We're living in a powder keg and giving off sparks. I really need you tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Forever's gonna start. Once upon a time I was falling in love, but now I'm only falling apart. There's nothing I can do, a total eclipse of the heart. Once upon a time there was light in my life, but now there's only love in the dark. Nothing I can say, total eclipse of the heart. Hey!
It's like a shadow on me all of the time. I don't know what to do. I'm always in the dark, living in the kind of cake and giving off spark. I really need you tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight.
Once upon a time I was falling in love.
Now I'm only falling apart. There's nothing I can say. Total eclipse of the heart. Total eclipse of the heart. Total eclipse of the heart.
Turn around brighter.
Turn around brighter.
Eclipse of the heart.
Eclipse of the heart. Eclipse of the heart. Total eclipse of the heart.
Well, we have each other.
Thank you, guys. And this was by far the most stressful lead up to a stream ever. We couldn't get that phone call working for nothing. Nothing.
And all the things that we had tried before, all of a sudden stopped working. So we're like throwing cables, equipment flying, shoes, chanclas flying. Just imagine that. And then like I had my pajamas on. Well, not my pajamas. I looked disheveled.
Guys, I'm wearing my pajamas.
He's wearing his pajamas.
I swear to God, I sleep in these clothes. This is what I'm wearing. I sleep in these clothes, okay? And I was just trying my best to just get this working. And when I got it working, I stayed right here. I said, can I go change?
I was so proud too because anyway, let's not bore them with what didn't go well. You only want to hear what did go well. The fact is that I think that like the more like the anticipation of having Jhoni on, as you can see, what a tremendous artist he is. I think we tried to make it a little bit better than showing you the screen, but hopefully, as we get to upgrade, we'll find more fancy ways of having this stream. And with your help and your support, we might try to add a way to donate and try to help this movement grow. Jhoni mentioned something about, you can make something work as an artist if you have a small core of people and a small core of fans that will help you out. And we want to do that. We want to start a movement of some sort. So hopefully you'll be on board with that. And if not, that's okay too. We'll still be here to share our home and our creations and our love for music as much as we can, for as long as we can. I wish it could be like every day, because as stressful as this is, it's like the happiest moment also.
Yeah, I mean, we just love the fact that we can connect with you guys live and that we can talk back and forth and you could give us your feedback right on the spot, that we can sing for you. We can sing songs that we love, they don't have to be perfect always. The fact is that we haven't had a chance to prepare for this stream. We had a chance to prepare for the recording of Can't Get Enough. We had a chance to prepare to get that happening and to talk with
Barely,
Jhoni.
though. You
Barely.
did it at 2 a.m. last night.
I
but
did do it at 2
Carolina
a.m.
said she
last night.
loved it.
Yay!
See, so sometimes I
Good.
think that we have such high expectations for what happens that if it's not what we envisioned, how like when you cook for somebody and they're like, oh, this is amazing. And you're like, oh, it's okay. Because it's not what you envisioned it to be. But the other person could appreciate, I'm glad to hear that it was an enjoyable view for you. I think as long as you saw his face and you could hear us, maybe that was all that really mattered, right? You gotta sometimes step out. I love having theme music, by the way. This has to be like the way I make any business call. And if I'm like on an angry business call, I'm like, look, man, We're going to need more money than that. And imagine you have your own composer at all times, or if you're on a sad call, be like, well, I don't know if we're going to make it that weekend. You know, I'm so sorry to say that something else came up, and we're not going to be able to go to the Hamptons. But there is the following weekend, and we can come then. And then we'll sing, and we'll drink, and we'll laugh. Seriously, though? That's a super fun game.
It's so much fun. We have a lot of fun. I don't know. Carolina asked if we're ready with Louis' song. Unfortunately, Louis, we're not ready with that song today. Don't kill us, okay?
Don't kill us.
We're so sorry.
If you could ask for a song that we might know already.
Right. If you want any of the songs that we've put out, or any of the songs that you've heard us sing in the past, and that you like how we sing or whatever, we can try to do one of those, because we're more comfortable winging one of those.
Oh, you know what song we should do?
Yes.
Maybe not today, though.
What song?
Well, anyway, this is not the time to plan
Bueno.
things. You know what it is? We spend so much time putting together the video and planning that everything else kind of is going to be a little bit wing it.
Yeah.
But with that being said, we have so many songs and so much music that we already know.
Yes.
If you bear with us, we might just do stuff that we know well.
Yeah, I think we should either way, because como en esta, para los que no hablan inglés, nosotros estamos dispuestos a cantar unas cuantas canciones más. No pudimos preparar las canciones que nos pidieron, solamente, bueno, Eclipse of the Heart, solo el Eclipse of the Heart, Pia nos la pidió la semana pasada, pero es una canción que nosotros grabamos, es un cover que nosotros hicimos, que lo pueden ver en YouTube, por cierto, en nuestro canal está el video. Y por eso la hicimos, porque no tuvimos mucho tiempo para preparar música. Hemos estado preparando la entrevista con Jhoni y la grabación con Jhoni. So, de todo modo, vamos a hacer una cancioncita que nos gusta hacer mucho, que Katia la puso aquí y creo que es una buena idea. Mi amor.
¿Sí?
Sí. So, should we use a little drum beat for it?
Yeah, totally.
Wait. Yay! I don't know what key.
Want to loop anything else? I'm gonna just go for it. Who knows this song? I think some of you like, right? Here we go. Now here you go again. You say you want your freedom. Well, who am I to keep you down? It's only right that you should play the way you feel it. But tell me, have you any dreams yourself? Dreams of loneliness, like a heartbeat drives you mad. In the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost. what you had, ooh, what you lost. Oh, thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. I said when they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you know, you will know. Now here I go again. I see the crystal visions. I keep my visions to myself. It's only me who wants to wrap around your dreams. And have you any dreams you like to sell? Dreams of loneliness, like a heartbeat driving mad in the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost, what you had, ooh, what you lost. Oh, thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. I said women, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you know. Oh, thunder only happens when it's raining. The players only love you when they're playing. I say women, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you know, you know, you will know, you know, oh, you will know.
Really?
If I don't hit it when I'm supposed to,
Then you just hit it whenever.
then I just hit it whenever.
Okay.
Because
I
that's
think I
how
understand
play
where
the
you're coming
drums.
from with that.
It's gotta end. It's the panic.
Jen says she loves her some Fleetwood Mac.
Oh, thanks, Jen.
Though.
I do too. I think you and I are probably not alone. They are a force.
Carolina wants to hear A Star Is Born, and I think I know what she means by that.
See,
We'll do some requests before we go. Truth is, we love singing for you guys.
I can't remember the name.
And it's
the
so
true
much
name.
fun.
So-
Oh,
But there's two really good songs from that. So do you want to hear?
the one song. You don't remember the name of it? Just you don't remember.
Right, but I have to look it up. I think so. For me to get to the the part that I just need to do the chorus. Who knows the name? Thanks, Jen.
Shallow. Shallow? Do you mean shallow, Carolina? In the meantime, Katia, I just wanted to Thank you, Jen. Jen says, beautiful, Katia.
Gracias.
Saludo a Reds Real desde Costa Rica apoyando a JTV. JTV ya estuvo con nosotros a las 6 cuando nos conectamos. Sí, faltan 20 minutos para las 8 y se va a acabar ya nuestro stream de hoy después de que cantemos un par de cancioncitas más. Pero le puede dar rewind para atrás y puedes escuchar nuestra entrevista con Jhoni y escuchar la versión en vivo que hicimos de nuestra canción Can't Get Enough, que fue una canción que nosotros compusimos para Jhoni, produjimos para Jhoni, y él la sacó en su álbum Palms and Waves. So, let's do this one tune. I'm gonna raise the piano just a tad bit more.
Sí.
Tell me something, girl. I like that. Sounds good, but no reverb?
Yeah, you did sound dope.
Need that
though.
reverb. Tell me something, girl. Are you happy in this modern world? Or do you need more? Is there something else you're searching for? I'm falling. In all the good times I find myself longing for a change. And in the bad times I fear myself.
Tell me something, boy. Aren't you tired of trying to fill that void? Or do you need more? Ain't it hard keeping it so hardcore? I'm falling. In all the good times I find myself longing for change. And in the bad times I fear myself. I'm off the deep end, watch as I dive in. I'll never meet the ground. Crash through the surface where they can't hurt us. We're far from the shallow now.
In the shallow, in the shallow, in the shallow, we're far from the shallow now. Shallow, we're far from the shallow now, the shallow now, the shallow, in the shallow, in the shallow, we're far shallow now. Couldn't hear you, my love. You went too far from the
Yo,
microphone.
I was mad loud.
Yeah, because you raised yourself up.
Okay, you
Yeah.
guys.
Oh, no, because
Was I obnoxiously loud?
no, not at all. You were for yourself probably. Yeah, guys.
I'm at the same volume as you. See, this is what happens when you're live.
Yeah, which means that you just had to get close to the mic. You weren't gonna. Remember, we have compression and everything.
Oh, yo, it's
Eso,
so funny.
chicos,
'cause
gracias. Gracias a todos ustedes. Gracias a los que vinieron hoy. Este stream de hoy fue un stream muy especial porque Jhoni es muy, muy, muy buen amigo
Sí.
y tan talentoso como ustedes pudieron escuchar. Jhoni es especial. So, nos llena de honra poder tenerlo en el stream. And thank you everybody. Yeah, we did a cover of the song of Shallow. It's right here on this YouTube channel as well. You can go listen to it. It's really cool. We added some bachata, bongos, maracas, bass, and guitar.
And Carolina, you're going to recognize the location if you go look at it. Maybe you've seen it already, but it's a place we've all frequented. Oh, oops. Okay, so I messed up. Good to know. You know what it is? Every time I've sung that song live, I'm like blasting because it's so high that
It's okay. We're gonna hear it back, and you'll see
Lesson
what it
learned.
means.
I will get what is it? The 13 lashings.
It's okay. Justino, querido, hola. Un beso grandote. ¡Mua! Gracias por estar
Papa.
aquí. Justino es fiel. Todos los miércoles viene y hace acto de presencia y nos honra con su presencia. Gracias. De corazón, de tu hijo postizo y de tu hija.
Hi, Papa.
Yeah, so we want to let you guys know that we are very excited to announce that we will be releasing a new song very soon.
Very soon.
Very, very, very soon. And it's a very cool song, a very vibey song. And we can't wait to share it with you. We're going to probably start posting some previews on it after this weekend. We're going to make a quick trip this weekend because it's my son's birthday.
Whoop, whoop.
Mi niño Liam cumple años este viernes.
He's turning 11 because I know everyone's going to want to know.
11 años cumple mi niño Liam y nos vamos a verlo, a estar con él, a celebrarlo con él este fin de semana. Esperamos poder hacer otro stream la semana que viene, el miércoles. Not sure if we're going to do it. Pero vamos a tratar de hacerlo. Lo vamos a anunciar por nuestro Instagram y por nuestras redes sociales, ¿ok?
Sí.
Pero igual sigan dándole stream a nuestras canciones, familia, sigan siguiéndonos. Lo que son nuevos, si están conectados ahora mismo, denle a suscríbete, suscribirse, subscribe, por favor, ahí en el botoncito que está aquí.
What happens
abajo.
when you subscribe is it even if you're not on Instagram or anything, it sends an email when we go live.
And it's important.
¿En español?
Sí, que lo que pasa cuando te suscribes es que cuando nosotros hacemos otro live stream como el que hicimos hoy, recibes una notificación por correo electrónico, que eso, ¿sabes? Y así puedes venir a tiempo y no te pierdes nada. Encima, cada vez que sacamos un tema nuevo y sacamos una canción nueva o lo que sea, se sube por ahí por YouTube también y lo pueden escuchar de primicia.
Sí.
Right? So,
What
we're
else?
gonna...
I was going to maybe, I don't know. Do you want me to do some of these with you?
You were gonna do something? I think
don't
we
know,
might
they're
have to
fun.
call it a night.
Oh, we're not at 2 hours yet. So I was going to do this. Ah.
For me?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, I guess we can do one and one, but I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom.
Oh.
Excuse me.
It's one of those live streams where we're so unprepared that we haven't even had a chance to go to the bathroom. So anyway, I know he mentioned a little bit of everybody's in different places. We still have Argentina, Brooklyn, España, Mexico. Is there anything we haven't mentioned? And we give a shout out to everybody who's here. Oh, Puerto Rico, my papa de Puerto Rico. Am I saying that right? Anyway, So yeah, so the new song, by the way, and I'll have him translate afterwards if there's anyone who doesn't understand. The new song was it's going to be a little bit different from what I think you're used to hearing from us. It was written kind of in the like towards the middle beginning of the quarantine thing, and I was seeing a lot of people posting about how anxious they were and how everyone was trying to deal with it. And at the time, you know, I don't know if this is true where you're at, but you know, people trying to get unemployment was huge. A lot of people who filed didn't get it for like a month, 2 months. So there was just a lot of between that and of course everything else, there was a lot of anxiety. And I, of course, as a songwriter, you have to write a song about anything that's important to you that happens. So I wrote a song, and for me, it was my way of expressing what I was trying to do in the what I was trying to accomplish as far as finding peace in the quarantine. So the song is an expression of me trying to allow things that I have been used to, letting them go. So obviously I gave a whole spiel about it, but I was trying to explain what the song was about.
Yeah. Did you tell them the name of the song?
Not yet.
Okay, we're not gonna say it yet. We're gonna post about it
Didn't know if you were approved.
very soon. No. Gracias a todos los que le están mandando besitos a mi hijo.
I thought
para
we
su
were gonna
cumpleaños y
do
todo
it.
eso. Well, I'm not ready to do it. We haven't
not
practiced
ready.
it, and I don't want to butcher it. Kind of like
Oh, okay.
I've
I don't
butchered
know. I thought
so
we could
many
end
other
with a
things
break
here.
out the crazy thing, but
We should
We don't
end with a
have
break out the
to.
crazy. We should end with a break out the crazy
no,
song.
you want to do one unreleased one or no?
Okay, yeah, sure. Vamos a hacer una canción que no ha salido nunca y que no la hemos hecho en tanto tiempo. Que es un tema que yo compuse y se lo dediqué a mi hijo. Se llama Be There. Que significa
Then I'm
estar
gonna
ahí.
cry.
Estar ahí. Quiero estar ahí para ti. Y Katia me ayudó a terminar esta canción y me la hizo aún más bella de lo que ya es. God knows, or does he? Lately I've been confused, taken on journeys, been battered and I've been bruised, but I've grown thick-skinned, jaded by all this war, inside, outside, limbo's open door. Don't know if I'm awake or sleeping. I'm going into shock just thinking about the things we keep believing, which is the way to go. I just know I'm not the only one. I just wanna be there for you. Wake up one day, see your eyes, say life just passed us by. I just wanna be there for you, love.
Stolen silence, where is my peace of mind? Wanting, I'm waiting for clarity to be mine. Feel my fortress, surrounding wall of fire. I'll take precautions to see that you never fall. don't know if I'm awake or sleeping. I think it's truth that we're all seeking, but will it still keep us from sinking? Which is the way to go? I just know I'm not the only one. I just wanna be there for you, love. Don't wanna have to wake up one day and see your eyes say life just passed us by. I just wanna be there for you, be there for you, love.
Take my hand, I'll never leave. I'll shelter you the best I can. And if you ask, I'll say the truth. What you believe is up to you. Take my hand, I'll never leave. I'll shelter you the best I can. And if you ask, I'll say the truth. What you believe is up to you. Not the only one. I just wanna be there for you, love. Don't wanna have to wake up one day, see your eyes say life just passed us by. I just wanna be there for you, be there for you, love. I just wanna be there for you, be there for you, love. I just wanna be there for you, be there for you, love. I just wanna be there for you, be there for you, love.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you for coming,
Gracias a todos
Thank you
ustedes
for-
de corazón.
bearing with the anxiety.
The anxiety, the issues, that we end up having. But at least the stream is working and it's going, and you guys are here, which is the most important part. So
Literally the most important part.
Thank
That you're
you.
here and you share it. Thank you so much again for the support and the sharing. I can't say how much that means to us and how helpful it is. And literally, I just, there's no words to express gratitude for that. Please, dile en español, because I don't want anyone to miss it.
no hay palabras que puedan describir lo agradecido que estamos con todos ustedes por estar aquí todas las semanas, los que siguen viniendo, los nuevos que han llegado,
Compartir.
por compartir con nosotros estos momentos que son momentos tan especiales. Lo llevamos aquí, a todos, a todas. Gracias. Nos vamos a ver pronto, ¿ok? Seguimos conectados por los medios sociales, ¿ok? No olviden seguir a Jhoni The Voice. Síganlo. Le denle streaming a su música, al igual que la música de nosotros. Ese es uno de la familia. Cada vez que ustedes vean que alguien está en el stream de nosotros es porque es parte de nuestra familia. Y así lo vemos a él. O sea que denle ese apoyo a él y seguiremos en contacto. Cuídense mucho por ahí, ¿ok? Quiéranse el uno al otro por encima de todo. Protéjanse, cuídanse.
Yes,
Y-
for everybody, again, thank you for coming. Take care of each other. Love each other.
That's right.
Be the change you want to see. It's the best thing you can do is start with your circle, your immediate energy, and the people around you.
Amen.
And we love you guys. We're gonna say good night.
Good night. Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.